Arthdal Chronicles captured viewers when it was released in June of 2019. The drama was thoroughly praised by viewers for the intriguing storylines it offered, the unique setting, and how it treated subjects like the meaning of a tribe, a nation, an alliance, as well as religion. Despite backlash and issues with staff mistreatment, Arthdal Chronicles managed to secure itself a season 2, which is coming to our screens very soon. Arthdal Chronicles is set in the Bronze Age, which revolves around a fictional, mythical land named Arth. The citizens of Arth contend with power struggles, but the story is focused on 3 characters: Eun-som, played by Song Joon-ki, Tagon, portrayed by Jung Dong-gun, and Tanya, played by Kim Ji-won. Eun-som, despite being born with the fate to bring disaster to Arthdal, goes through hardships to bring his tribe back to life, and along the way learns about his true origins. There were many issues with Arthdal Chronicles before the drama even started airing. When the teasers for the show were released, the public drew comparisons with the critically acclaimed HBO series Game of Thrones, as they felt like the producers were trying to replicate the themes and outfits. Throughout the airing of the show, Arthdal Chronicles was criticized for its poor use of CGI, a plot that quote-unquote brought nothing new to the table, and the drama's slow pace. There was also backlash because even though the drama was set in the Bronze Age, the characters were wearing armors and holding weapons that didn't belong to the era. Despite everything, the drama still saw successes. The pilot episode of Arthdal Chronicles had ratings of 6.7% and peaked at 8%, making it get the first place out of all the dramas in its time slot. The highest rating achieved was with its 4th episode, which scored an average rating of 7.7% nationwide. The cast and the amount of money that was spent in making each episode also contributed greatly to the success of the drama. And you can't just put Song Joon-ki, Jung Dong-gun, Kim Ji-won, and Kim Ok-bin in the show and expect people not to be tuned in every week. This is why the show had no problem getting a season 2, despite the fact that it's been 3 years since the show first aired. The show's renewal was announced in June of 2019 by TVN, and the second season was expected to start filming in 2021, but the production was postponed due to the pandemic. Then in February 2022, TVN confirmed that they're ready to start the new season and that it would start filming sometime in August. It was also announced that the new season would be directed by Kim Kwon-sik, who also directed the movie The Great Battle, but it would have the same writers. The new season is set to start airing sometime in 2023. A webtoon and an MMORPG are also in the plans of the creators. Thankfully, after several mishaps, the filming for season 2 of the Arthdal Chronicles began on August 23, 2022, but it wasn't without any criticism. For once, viewers were extremely disappointed that the main cast of the show would all be replaced by other actors. On April 20th, a statement was released announcing that Song Joon-ki and Kim Ji-won would not be a part of the cast for the second season of the show, as they had been replaced by Lee Jung-gi and Shin Kyung in the roles of the drama's leads. The reason for the withdrawal from the show is unknown. Some think that the fact that the show didn't do so well despite its budget turned off the actors from taking on the role once again. Some assume that since they're very popular within the industry, both Song Joon-ki and Kim Ji-won are working on other shows and don't have time to do both. Things only got worse for the viewers when director Kim Won-suk also withdrew. This decision was not welcomed by fans of the drama. Even though they were okay with Lee Joon-gi replacing Song Joon-ki, as they felt that Joon-gi's acting was just as good as Joon-ki's, they didn't want Shin Se-kyung to replace Kim Ji-won. They claimed that Shin Se-kyung's acting skills aren't even close to Kim Ji-won's, especially since she's replacing such a great actress and has to fill her shoes. A netizen on an online forum said, "Jung Dong-gun, Song Joon-ki, and Kim Ji-won are the main characters of the legend. If 2 of them are gone, wouldn't that make season 2 an entirely new story?" Another netizen commented, "They should have kept the leads. I'd rather not watch if they're going to switch it up." As for the plot of the show, fans had some disappointments with how the series ended. However, the suspense of the show has made them excited for the second season. Considering all the changes that were made to the main cast, fans have no idea what to expect except for more drama and mystery. What we do know is that this season is going to take place 8 years after the happenings of the first one. Over these 8 years, Arthdal has succeeded in defeating all the rebelling tribes that Tagon had slaughtered in season 1. The Agos has finally managed to reunify the 30 clans after 200 years, all under the leadership of Eun-som. We also know that the season 2 storyline is going to be about a great inevitable bar between Tagon's kingdom and Arthdal and Eun-som's Ago union. The plot has left fans wondering even more about the fate of the other characters in the show. Since it was established now that the power has been potentially divided into multiple people like Eun-som, Tanya, Tagon, and Taeala, we know that owning the land won't be easy. There are also many questions that haven't been answered in season 1 that fans are hoping will get resolved in the second one. First of all, everyone wants to know the fate of Taeala. Throughout the first first season, she has been portrayed as very power-hungry, always fighting to have more of it. In season 2, now that she's finally got a taste of it, will this be what finally pushes her over the edge? If greediness fully takes control of her, what will she stand to lose? Since she's now a mother, is the child going to be in danger from those who wish to harm Taeyala? And what is going to be her role in the war? Taegon's storyline will also be interesting to watch in season 2. His wish to be king has finally been fulfilled, even though his power has somewhat been reduced. But what now? Why is he entering a war with Unsom? Is there also a chance that he might risk everything he has achieved so far just so he can outwit Taeyala again? Sure, he failed the first time, but his pride is greater than anything. Add to that the fact that one wrong move could end up with him deceased, so will he do it in the end? As for Unsom, this is where it gets confusing, as his part in the second season is pretty important. He freed the Wahan clan, which was his goal, but viewers are eager to find out what comes next. Had Unsom joined the tribe since he fought hard to earn their trust and even fulfilled his promise to set them free? There's a possibility that Taegon ended up getting threatened by him, especially knowing what he's capable of. There's also going to be a focus on the relationship between Unsom and Tanya. Following the passing of her father, Tanya now has become the leader of her tribe, so her opinion on Unsom is going to be detrimental to his fate in the series. Will she bring him in her close circle and make him her close confidant, or consider him as a potential threat to her people? There's also Taeyala's baby, who is under the care of her and Taegon, and whose fans are waiting to see what role the child will play in the overall plot. The changes in the cast are making fans wonder if there are going to be any changes in the character arcs too. It's obvious that the screenwriter and director had a certain vision for the main characters, especially Unsom and Tanya, but with Song Joong-ki and Kim Ji-won leaving the cast, fans are left thinking whether the production team are going to take a different arc with these characters. Lee Joon-gi will be portraying the adult version of Unsom, and Shin Se-kyung will be playing Tanya, so they have the chance to bring their fresh takes to the table when it comes to their characters. There have been no statements from either the director or the screenwriters on this part, so all we can do is wait and see what happens. What's for sure is that we're not going to be disappointed, as Arthdal Chronicles is promising to repay the eager fans this season. A source from the studio said, "Arthdal Chronicles is a work of great significance that is daring in creating a world and mode of storytelling that no one has tried in the content industry." They went on, "We will repay all of the viewers who have been eagerly awaiting season 2 by pulling together our greatest production power and the abilities of the best actors." For some good news at the end, even if season 2 ends up letting the fans down, the writers are allegedly going to have another season to make up for it and wrap everything up. Yes, there is possibly going to be a third season of the show. In August of this year, an article was posted regarding the show's second season, and it was quick to draw attention. The article claimed that Studio Dragon, which is behind the making of Arthdal Chronicles, had signed a contract with Netflix for one more season after the second one comes out. However, since there is no official announcement from either Studio Dragon or Netflix, this remains as a rumor. For more news and updates on Arthdal Chronicles and other K-dramas, check out our website at misskdrama.com. See you next time. Bye!